there is no part of me that wanted to be a dad. I was just a pretty inherently selfish person. I think I was real challenge adverse, and I wanted to pursue my life and my career as sort of the main character of my own story, and I didn't want to have to think about anybody else. But I was thrust into fatherhood rather against my will, by accident. And I used to really hate when people would say to me, like, you don't know how great it is to have kids until you have them, or that you're missing out on the greatest part of life if you don't have kids. It just drove me nuts when people would say that. But being a father has changed me fundamentally in every possible way for the better. I am simply a better person having children. And there is no alternate version of my life where I don't have children that I would choose over this one. It is the most exciting, the most profound, the most special possible thing in life. And it has made me realize that it is the meaning of life. Raising children is truly the meaning of life. And if you're a parent, I don't have to explain that to you. It is, if you know, and that used to be something that I couldn't comprehend. But, I feel so blessed because I was able to be and still am able to be such a successful father. I had to enjoy the experience so much because I had such an example growing up. My dad was such a involved father. He was really loving and encouraging, and he was and to this day is one of the biggest inspirations in my life. And a lot of people say that about their parents, but with my dad, I really do mean it. He was a very creative person. He bestowed with me a way of thinking that is always very accepting of being able to change your mind, or looking at things in different perspectives, or being able to step away from a concept and see how you're subjectively or objectively observing it or judging it. And I take certain things that he gave me and the examples that he set growing up, and I apply them to art and music and in my career. And he was a very creative person, a very driven person, an achiever. He set goals. He would come up with an idea and he would go out and he would do it. And having that as an example growing up was truly, truly profound for me, and continues to sort of push me and is my flame. And I have my son now who has an incredible sense of humor and is incredibly intelligent. And I have a daughter who is just a complete sweetheart and a kind of a nightmare in the best way. She's a fearless little girl. And I feel really lucky to be a part of existence where I am able to take the energy that I feel I was given, this sort of superpower by somebody else, and pass it down to my kids, and do it with my own voice and my own way of viewing the experiences that I've been through. And then I think about how I hope that those would have been positive and effective enough for them to be able to do the same, and to put their own voice and their own unique personality and spin onto these things, and watch not just the bloodline evolve, but to watch the ideologies, the experiences, the influences, and the encouragements move forward. So just wanted to quickly take a moment on Father's Day to reflect on my own experiences as being a dad, the fatherhood that I was witnessing and affected by growing up, and to also acknowledge the importance of dads. I think especially for everyone, there's a special relationship that I think people have with their dads. Everybody has a special relationship with their own parents in their own ways. But there's obviously, being a father myself, a special relationship that I'll always have with mine. So Dad, I know you're probably watching this video. You're one of my most regular viewers. I love you, and happy Father's Day. And to all the dads who are not my dad, I'm not sure if I love you, but happy Father's Day either way. There's some sort of love there, but thanks for watching.